Hey guys, it's your boy V back with more Marvel Future Fight content, and today we are taking a look at a comparison between Jean Grey versus Psylocke. So we know that PSYLOCKE has been in the game for around quite some time. Plus, when we got the uniform, it was really great for the Mutant Blast Hero ABL day. And of course, we know that we already have Storm in the meta. Actually, she, I believe, is the second best. Professor X, of course, is the meta for this day. But Storm, on the other hand, is a paywall character, so most people don't even have her. And Professor X is, I think, is a very costly tier 4 for a single day. So I don't really recommend doing Professor X tier 4 to everyone because this day requires a lot more than that. If you can just build either Professor X for the tier 4 for this particular day for ABL if you want to score higher, or you can actually go and build Jean Grey as the tier 4, which also performs as a universal supervillain, blast hero mutant in this uniform, and also as a universal hero mutant. So she has a lot more value. This is how Psylocke looks like. She doesn't actually have the required build for ABL because you need CTP of Rage to perform good in ABL. Judgment, Mighty Judgment, even Brilliant Judgment has sometimes actually failed to perform compared to a Mighty Rage or something like that. And she has a Mighty Rage, so of course she's not ideal for ABL, but she has been my go-to for a long time, and at least I would want to get some more value. On the other hand, my latest tier 4 Jean Grey actually has this uniform. We only actually have about 3 or 4 Odin's blessings on this girl. Others are HP Odin's blessings, so I need to change it. We have the good old trusty Thor striker, and this is how she looks like. I still don't have an artifact that boosts your score a lot. I have a normal rage, which is, of course, I need that for ABX as well. And of course, ABL for the Universal Female Day, where you can replace Wanda if you have her. So that's how it's gonna go. So it's basically Mighty Judgment versus Rage. So it's still not exactly the ideal comparison, but giving Rage to Psylocke again for just one single day, and Psylocke actually doesn't have a lot of use in the game anymore, so I don't think that's worth it. On the other hand, Jean Grey also covers ABX for you, Universal Villain. She also covers ABL for you for the Universal Female. She also covers with this uniform Blast Female Mutant, Blast Hero Mutant ABL, which also you can use. So she has a lot of uses, and well, you can just have fun and have Jean Grey. She's of course expensive, I'm not denying that. Absolutely she is, but the amount of value that she's providing as a native tier 2, I think it's totally worth investing in Jean Grey even at the moment. Thanos just got into the game as a native tier 2 as well, and honestly I think that Thanos has his value, but the value doesn't surpass Jean Grey because she is just too useful, crazy useful, man. So this is not the ideal run. I'm just trying to get the score that I can. I usually was getting before actually having Dazzler, I was getting about 2.5, 2.4 million with this girl. Now with Dazzler, with extra support, of course, along with the, we also have Polaris. And of course, yeah, I forgot to mention Polaris also is a good character if you want to use her for ABL. But again, a tier 3 for one day. Would you rather give a tier 3? Would you rather give a tier 4 a rage, or would you rather give a tier 3 a rage for just one single day versus multiple days and also dominant in PvP, aka Jean Grey? So again, yes, you can use Polaris, but it's not that good. And tier 4 Jean Grey, if you have her with this blast uniform, this uniform is an old uniform. She still actually surpasses Polaris. Polaris is close to the Jean Grey score, but not as much. You can actually score a lot more with Jean Grey compared to Polaris. So that's how it goes. And like the more you play with these characters, the more you play with Jean Grey, you will get to know more about the character, and plus of course you will be able to boost your scores in basically all the content. And of course she is the fastest GBR character in the game at the moment as well, even faster than Black Bolt, so that makes her insane. Anyways, talking about Psylocke, she has been a good old trusty teammate, I should say character for me. I would say teammate as well. She has helped me so much in the past when Cull Obsidian / Black Dwarf World Boss Ultimate 99 was super hard. She was one of the only few characters who could do those stages. Actually, not there. Actually, when she came out, about like 65 or like 40 or 50 stages. I don't remember the stage number, but she was very useful. She still is insane in Shadowlands and everything. I was using her in ABL even after all this time. So I'm actually quite happy with the performance that she gave me, and I don't even regret at all, even a fraction, that I gave her a mighty judgment. She totally deserved it. She has done a lot more than what you could expect from your average character these days, because characters these days perform, but honestly you don't need a lot of these characters these days. While back when it was PSYLOCKE and everything, we were able to get 2.8 million. Right now she still is crazy useful, so you can still use her if you don't want to spend on these characters. But yeah, characters get replaced, and still PSYLOCKE is my favorite. Hopefully in the future, maybe some a year later or something, she might get a tier 4, and I would love to tier 4 that girl. She has always been one of my favorites. So anyways, taking a look at Jean Grey right here. So this is the real deal, okay? This is the real deal. She is incredible. She is insanely good. She, of course, with this uniform, by the way, was the first ever uniform Jean Grey ever got. I think it has been about 3 years or something for this uniform. I don't remember correctly, so please feel free to correct me in the comment section about the time when this uniform came to the game. But honestly, I feel that I think Jean Grey has been in the game as a dominant character, and she always will be this good because, man, she got this uniform. Like, I mean, she came to the game, she was meta. Basically, everything, she was dominating every single content. She got this Blast Jean uniform. She became really good in PvE, just like World Boss Ultimate and everything as well, because she was just so good. And okay, I gotta just wait. I gotta just wait here. This uniform is, of course, not ideal for PvE content. The reason mainly is that the tier 3 skill and the tier 4 skill charge up. The tier 4 skill charge up is good, but the third skill, sorry, not the iframe, the skill cooldown, I should say, is much longer compared to what we can actually expect, and it kind of does make issues. It does definitely two issues with the damage output not being that good. It also gives you some issues with the timing of the skills and the proc, so it's really hard to play her sometimes. But when you get to play her, when you get her going, she's one of the best characters in the game, even with this uniform. And actually, I might just show you, I think I already showed you the stage 49 of Ultron, I believe, that I'm doing with her at the moment, which is, of course, I love that. Love the fact that she can do it with this uniform. So she has still a lot more uses. Blast female hero with this. We have universal hero, although that uniform I think is the most useless. Blast uniform is probably one of the best, actually, because it just, you can use this uniform with a lot of restrictions in World Boss Legend as well, and with the exact same build. Like, I've been using Jean Grey with this 3 TP of Rage build in Tamland Battle. Like, ever since she got this uniform. She got the, not this uniform, ever since she got the Universal Villain uniform. So, I'm super happy with the performance that she actually gave me all these years and still giving me. So, totally worth character. We have gone past 4 million. It was important to go past 4 million to get those rewards, and we actually have gotten all those rewards. With PSYLOCKE, I was of course not able to do that. PSYLOCKE is way behind of Jean Grey. Even if I give PSYLOCKE a CDP of Rage or something, she will not be able to give me this much of a boost. So quite happy with the performance. Almost 4.6 million. It's a normal rate, so of course with a mighty or something you can go over 5 million. Absolutely. So I'm pretty happy with the performance of this character. Really useful, super cool to use, and of course has some World Boss Legend uses. PSYLOCKE is great. Of course, Professor X, again, just for one day ABL, honestly, yes, you will be able to score, but unless you are a incredibly hardcore ABL score pusher, I'm still using her. I have materials, but I'm not gonna tier 4 Professor X. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. Of course, if you have the materials and you already have all the other metas built, definitely you can do it. PSYLOCKE with Rage and Mighty Rage definitely comes closer, can cross 4 million, but it's not worth it. I'm saying it again. I would rather spend on tier 4 Jean Grey at this point. And again, Storm is a good character, amazing character actually, but sadly a paywall uniform, so not everyone can have that. So that's, I think, where Jean Grey comes and saves the day for everyone. So anyway, let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the comparisons. And as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. She still is insane. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.